Hi there. Welcome back to Fully Blessed. I'm Amanda, and this is the channel where we discuss timeless truths about issues that are important to women of faith. And today we've got another heavy topic to discuss again. We've actually talked about grieving before on this channel, but it's something that's been once again, close to our family. And so I wanted to share again what we've been learning through this time. For those of you who don't know, we recently, about a month and a half ago, lost our daughter. And so this has obviously been a very hard time in our lives. But God has been good, and He's been teaching us a lot in this process. And so I wanted to share some more things today that I've been learning as we go through this season of grieving. The first thing that came to my mind is actually something that we did talk about last time, but became even more evident to me now, and that is to accept all the help that you are offered and take the time that you need. Many times in the last month and a half here, I've thought that I was ready to do something, or yep, by that date I should be ready to get back into normal and to do this again. And each time I discovered, nope, I need more time than I realized. My body needs more time than I realized. So don't be afraid to take the time that you need, and just know it's probably not going to be as fast as you think it should be. And that's okay. There's a reason we call this the grieving process, because it doesn't happen quickly. And another thing that I learned, which I discovered I was very wrong on my thoughts before, is how to judge how you are healing. I used to think before, oh, look, I've had some good days where I haven't really cried for the last couple days. That must mean I'm getting better. That's not actually very accurate. It's more likely that the grieving process, you'll see that you're healing most likely by the fact that the crying is becoming less and less, and it's becoming shorter each time. Not necessarily that you have so many days in between, but you'll have some good days and then some days where you're crying again, but it's less and it's for shorter amounts each time. That's probably a more accurate picture of how you are physically going through the grieving process. Another thought that I had is to really be thankful for each season and stage of life that you are in, because you never know when something might dramatically change and happen, and it would be the last time that you are doing whatever it might be. I reflected on that as I finished things up at school for the end of the year and came back to get my things, and it dawned on me how little did I know, the last time I was here, how much things would change the very next day. So be thankful for everything that you have right now, and just recognize that even when you are going through hard things in your life, take parenting. There are many things that are hard and difficult about parenting, but there are many good things too. So focus on the good things, and just know that somewhere, someone would love to be in your shoes, hardships and all. So take each day for what it is and appreciate both the good and the difficult things, because you never know when it might change. A podcast that I really like to listen to a lot said that God doesn't do things to His children. He only does things for His children. And that's been very helpful for me to think on and to focus on again. And they also said, don't see as evil what God plans for good. And that's very hard to do, but it is true. So I encourage you to do what I did, and when you're going through a season of grief and trial and hardships of varying kinds, make a list of the good that is coming out of this. Make a list of the good things that could come out of this. Even if you don't see it yet, just make a list of all the possible good things that God could be doing through this time, and revisit that list often, because that will be very helpful for you. I know some of the things on my list. This season of grief has definitely brought me and my husband closer together. It's built new friendships and closer friendships in our church, as our church family has been so kind and caring to us, and our work families have been so supportive. It's built new relationships in that way. It's also impacted how we've been able to witness and share God's light in this world in a new way. So God is definitely working in and through, especially in and through hard times. So keep that in mind. And I also think of the wonderful people that we have met. So many people at the hospitals and other organizations in the area who have helped us during this time. We wouldn't have met those people or know their wonderful stories without the loss of our daughter. So I really would encourage you, as I said, to make that list of the good that is or could come from these dark times. And so that's all I have for you today. I hope that this has been a blessing for you. If it has, please like and subscribe and share with someone who might be going through a hard time of their own. And if you haven't yet seen my first video on what I learned about grieving, check that out now.